What is going on, everybody? This is Rockstar of the Burbank Misfits. And of course, I am always joined with my wonderful, excellent, spectacular, brilliant co host, CW.
Oh man, you must have watched my Instagram videos. I needed that.
On the side note, your Instagram videos are very thought provoking, and it says that how people should eat healthy, why they should eat more healthy, and you know, says some things that I need to follow myself when it comes to my eating habits. So,
Wow, I was talking about all the stuff about therapy, but hey, whatever. Moving on.
you said that recently, so
Oh yeah,
that just says I've been watching and paying attention.
thanks.
And you're listening to the Misfit Effect. Today we have a spectacular guest for you today, and she's a newbie to the industry too. So, and she has a wonderful future in front of her. And she was sent to me by one of my friends of the industry, whatever. And I was looking forward to her from all the positive vibes he gave her and how excited he was when he spoke about it. So, without further ado, Miss Nolina Nix. How you doing,
Hello.
Nolina?
I'm doing really well. I'm excited to be here with you guys. This is great.
So, so Miss Nolina, for all the souls out there who have not seen your name yet, who are you?
um, so I am Nolina Nix. I am new to the industry of porn, and I just started about 2 months ago. And it's moving super quickly. I've done some pretty big scenes already that are not out yet, but hopefully soon. And yeah, that's who I am.
Oh no, they hold on to scenes like they're nothing. Like you might have tried to see like 2 days ago, and it'll come out in 2023, and be like, oh, they finally released that. I forgot about that scene. Oh my god, that was my first scene. I'm like, really? Okay.
I've been like Nolina Nix first.
Like don't need the next first, and like it released after you did it, like
So messed up. That would be my luck.
no, I'm just that's what they even though I love the stuff around the industry, they do hold on to stuff for a long time. Like my friend had retired for 3 years after being in it for a while, and they released the scene that she's in, and I'm like,
No way.
Like that's crazy. But from a kind of standpoint, if you're like, wow, nobody's seen this person in a long time, and then you release the old scene, but then it's new to everyone, then everybody's like, oh man, they did a new scene. But wait, this looks kind of old, but I don't care. It's new
And
to
that could
me.
work. That would work, actually. However, when I'm trying to like build a following, it kind of sucks.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I mean, like
How many scenes have you shot? 20. How many have been released? A trailer for one?
Seriously, that's me.
well, like
I'm out here working.
like you do have good people in your corner. It seems like, because I do see people who are friends of me of myself, like giving you good vibes, and you are being followed by certain people who I believe are spectacular to know. You know, so and then you are with a certain agency that can help, especially with newer talent, because a lot of agencies, a lot of companies, they will push forward with the brand new talent because it's that fresh, new, untouched, unscathed face. No, no, no. I mean, people out here and people who watch porn, whatever, generally looks for that brand new face, or people who book the scenes, whatever, look for that brand new face that no one has seen, and it's just like, oh, hot new porn Scarlet, Melina Nick.
Ooh.
Ooh,
So is
that's
it
gonna
really a
be.
pull?
You make that sounds hot instead of like, yeah, hey, new fish.
I mean, like, that's what it is. But like, because everybody wants the new girl when they first come out. Because
That's true.
and I hope you stay around for as long as you want to, Nolina. But there's always people who stay around for that hot second and disappear.
Yeah.
So everybody tries to make sure that they get what they can from that new talent, just in case they quit.
Yeah, it's so weird because it's like it was such a spontaneous decision for me to get into porn, and then I sent in pictures to the agent. She called me the very next day, and I was like, what? I thought this was gonna happen like 2 months from now.
I was gonna be like, yeah, let me really think about it. Maybe they don't want me. Maybe I'm not meant for porn. They're like, hey, you want to come in tomorrow?
Literally.
Okay. I guess I'm doing it.
I know, exactly.
You were just sitting around one day. It was like, huh? I think I might want to do porn.
Yes.
Email. And you're like, let me send this email. Then nobody's gonna hit me back.
I did not take it seriously.
But you want to come down here? Here's where talent testing is. I got some stuff for you already. You're like, oh.
It was like, do you want to work?
Are we in a pandemic?
You want to work in 2 days? Wow.
They're like, pandemic, mimic. Let's get this money.
No, from what I see in CW, like, I've been to talent testing twice during the pandemic era, and like, you'd be surprised how many people are at that building, the one near me, at that building when you go to it. So everybody still got to work. I mean, it's because we're in a pandemic. Sex don't stop.
That's true.
I realized it.
That's true. I mean, I guess more people are wanking right now than ever. You can't go nowhere.
I mean, with the upsurge of OnlyFans and everything goes, a lot more people are watching porn because watching people have sex. Or
that's true. I subscribe to a couple people.
I mean, I also thought more people would be trying to go into the industry now because they lost their jobs and things are changing.
A lot of people started OnlyFans. They didn't do the full porn. And a lot of people did porn, whatever, starting off, but they have a rocky start because a lot of them started on the early end of Rona and not the later end of Rona.
Right.
That makes sense.
Right.
So they started about like May-ish instead of October-ish.
Yeah, when things were shutting down instead of things starting to open back up.
Yeah.
So it's so weird because I haven't been in this country for most of this time. So I don't understand.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I did want to touch on that. I was going to say that for a little bit later, but from what I understand, she does plant medicine.
Yes.
So, wait, huh? Did you say plant?
Plant medicine. Plant. We could also say entheogens. We could also say psychedelic plants.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wait, have you never tried mushrooms? Don't you lie.
One time at Sun-Soaked in Long Beach.
Oh wow! And did it go well?
It went well. I don't think we had enough water.
I thought you did mushrooms at no, I'm not gonna say a person's house. But
no, I didn't.
I know they had it there, but okay.
No. So one time, my weed dealer, when I used to get it delivered, he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm in the psytrance. I do a lot of mushrooms. That's stuff I like." And I was like, "Mushrooms? I don't know." And he was like, "Man, they're okay." He's like, "I'm really, I know who I am, and I'm very cool and settled with myself, and so, I can take some, and I have a good time." because he's like, you take like an eighth and then you experience like what they call ego death. And then he's like, you see yourself for who you really are. And if you're really cool with yourself, then you'll be fine. If you're not, if you got like things going on and like demons and stuff, I don't think you should do it. And I was like, oh, I don't think I'll ever do that.
I've never done mushrooms. Like I've only done as far as drugs go 420. So
oh wow.
I'm
It's a plant medicine.
Yeah, but it's more so like everybody does that, and it's just either for reasons to get high or just.
I guess I'm open to mushroom. Maybe
do them with me.
Hey, maybe. Maybe. Maybe I just need not to be in the wrong place doing them.
Exactly.
So what all
setting?
So what all plant-based do you like? Explain.
So I've spent most of my past 3.5 years really intensely studying ayahuasca and how to hold ceremony for people all over the world, mostly in Peru and California and Germany.
Okay.
And Mexico too.
I feel so untraveled because
but I also work with Wachuma, which is like also known as San Pedro. It has mescaline in it, which is also what peyote has in it. Mescaline, which is if you know Aldous Huxley at all, he talks about mescaline a lot. I think it's a hard conversation to have when people haven't done it or haven't read about it.
I mean, I know about some of it. I've seen what is it? Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia.
Oh yeah, my friend is on there.
Yeah, I've seen some of that stuff is intense.
Yeah, I can see most.
Yeah, I hear like people describe it. I'm like, that sounds like a very interesting and like I don't know, enlightening experience, but also some people just sound like sad. They're like, yeah, so I wish like what I saw was like I'm here on Earth and there was somewhere else and I kind of just wish I was there. I don't want to die, but I wish I was there and I can't.
Oh my God, you are so right.
Live there. I wish I could live there, and I know I can't.
People are so much like that in this community that I'm in. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're the guest.
Oh. Well, I was thinking like for me, I'm like the way I'm doing it, I'm trying just to change the whole system. And I'm much more interested in holding ceremonies for people who want to go into who they want to be in the world or what they want to create instead of their healing stories. And I'm not saying like healing isn't a part of it, but it's not really my obsession because I've had enough of the psychological trauma breakdowns in my own life. I don't need to do more. Mm-hmm. And I think the plant medicine itself wants that because it's like, wow, you humans could just go through your bullshit forever. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to say bullshit like your trauma doesn't mean something, but you kind of get to a point where you're kind of past it and like there's a deeper meaning for your life. And that's kind of what I'm into. And to actually integrate it into this world, not to run away to another.
Oh, no, that makes the smile she did at the end was something that put me off. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I can see that because I know many of us on this earth like want and need that escape from reality because reality is a mother, sometimes. So especially during our last 12 months. So
yeah, that's true.
So
It's yeah. I mean, it's fucked up, but I don't know, man. I'm not saying we live in a matrix or anything. I'm just saying, like, as I think more about like perception and the things I've been thinking about lately in the last month or so, I I don't know. Your reality is somewhat malleable. I mean, I guess through kind of perception a little bit. Like, I don't know. I guess I think about this like the pandemic and like what we've been through, and I'm like, damn, it's so like isolating and lonely. But I mean, yeah, but it's allowed me to be so introspective and get to know myself. So, has it really been that lonely or that like isolating? Maybe I'm getting to know the person I should have been getting to know all along.
yeah, but I think
Oh my God, that was good.
I do think sometimes though, like
Thank you.
I think that was CW gets deep. They gonna make misfits. No, no. I think like doing this, if you were, living in a place by yourself, it was a lot more time for you to think because since nothing was open for the first little bit of it, and now stuff is slowly opening up, but you still don't want to be around people. You're still in that situation where it's kind of like, okay, ugh, what am I doing in my life? Where am I going? What is my tomorrow? You know,
Yeah,
Mhm. Totally.
you think about those thoughts.
I mean, honestly, guys, for me, I've never worked my ass off so much in 1 year as far as this pandemic year, but it was the best year of my life. And I say that like knowing people had a really, really hard time. But for me, it was so helpful and liberating. And I don't know, like I'm grateful for it. It's fucked up. I don't want people to die or suffer, but for what it shifted in the world, for my personal life, it helped me so much.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I know a few people who have gotten
Yeah, it's
more.
kind of like yeah. It's kind
I
of
mean, I know a lot of people got more proactive during this time, and their life got put in perspective. So, like, even though it is a messed up situation that so many people have died during this crisis on Earth, whatever, but so many people have, this discovered themselves, and like you're doing plant based, and you're doing it in those multiple countries, and many people like have changed themselves into a better person. Like
Yeah.
do you think you would have entered the industry if it wasn't for this shutdown?
Um, no, I would not have.
See, and now that you're in it, you love it so far. So
Totally. Totally. I mean, it just shifted everything in my entire life. I also told myself I would never live in Los Angeles, and here I am because of the pandemic.
I want to say this. I love LA. Like honestly, I left for 2 years there, and for work purposes, and I was just miserable not living here because
Really?
like in Florida it rains too much for me, for my psyche, because I get really depressed when it rains. So and it rains almost every day there,
oh
and I'm not going back to the snow, so I'm back here.
I'm glad you're here. It's so much
yeah.
So
nicer.
I'm glad you hear my
I
stuff.
love here. It was 91 degrees yesterday, so it's heating back up. It's
So
not cold.
nice. Need to
Yeah.
find some time to go to the beach.
See, I can't swim, so I'm not going to the beach. I
I
just
don't
don't.
go in the water. I just put my feet in and I chill.
Yeah, you still touching the water.
Get to watch the sunset.
I don't like. I can't swim anymore, so I can see the water. I can drive past the water. I don't even live near the water. So
I'm not fucking with the ocean. I don't. No.
I live right
Oh,
next to the water. I love it.
that's good. I
see,
know. I
once
can't get in it like that. Not that deep.
see the thing is with me is
Anyway.
like I like looking at it from afar.
Well, we can go to the beach. We can sit on the sand.
That's still getting into the sand. I don't need. I
Oh.
don't want the sand. Like I didn't put like this. I've been to Ghana, Africa, Nolina, and like when I was there, we were next to where the ocean meet, whatever, and like I saw the sunrise on that side of the world, and it was a beautiful sight, and it wasn't next to a beach. It was just so surreal, you know. That works for me, you know. I went to one of the castles down there in Cape Coast. The view of the ocean is fabulous, whatever. Like I just don't like the entire, sand, let's go swimming atmosphere.
Okay. Okay. Who are these people playing in the sand, getting in the water? I wish they just
No,
quit it.
no. They
I
can.
want to just enjoy the look of it. With all these people trying to enjoy themselves in this water.
I don't go in the ocean on this side of the US, but I will on the other because it's actually warm. Like I'm from North Carolina, so I'm used
Oh,
to going to
okay.
Myrtle Beach. The
Carolina.
Oh, the
water,
water, yeah.
the
I'm
water.
like, the water is way too cold to be like, yeah, I'm
It's
gonna go
freezing
swim in the
here.
water.
Yeah, who would do that unless you have a wetsuit?
I
No.
mean, most people do. Just
See,
cause.
We're like the ones
Just
who don't
cause.
swim.
good. I'm good.
See,
Yeah.
I would agree with that too. Because I
I need
know
warm water. I need water close to the temperature of my pee.
Agreed. Me too. Warm.
Warm.
Caribbean. Yeah.
I'm sorry, that just threw me off. I know how warm pee is, but I wouldn't want to think about getting into water that
But if you
as
got some
warm
water
as my
and
pee.
you're like, let's say you're on the beach and you walk through the
No,
water
I would
and it's
prefer.
like, nice out and
I
you
would
step in the water
prefer.
and you're like,
I would.
oh man, this water is nice and warm.
I would perform it, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I can't think of. Huh, this is some good water. This is warm as my pee.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of
That's
gross.
what I
It's
thought
kind
when
of
he
gross.
said.
It's kind
I
of
guess we
gross.
know what he's
What kind
into
of,
now.
but what kind of water? I mean, I
CW.
guess I could say I want warm water.
CW. If you're into golden showers, it's okay.
Oh no, no, I am not.
I
What?
actually I had this dominatrix teacher this past summer and she told me that a lot of men in Australia, like on the Sydney coast, they love what's it called? The pee thing?
Golden showers.
Golden showers.
Golden showers. Because it's like a common fetish there because of the beach or something.
What? What?
Yeah, she said it's super, super common there.
See,
Piss on me face, mate.
I
don't know.
I want to say this. I've known about
Reminds me of the waves. Crikey.
stupid. So, like the thing is, like I've known about golden showers for a long distant time, but I never had actually met somebody that was into it until I started doing this podcast. We started doing this podcast, and hearing people reasoning why they enjoy it or why they enjoy doing it is just fascinating to me. And I'm like,
They're just like, I mean, if you're into it, you're into it. It's kind of like an escalation. Like you do stuff and then you get to it. And if you like it, you like it. You don't like it, you like it. I like it.
someone is
He was
forced.
pretty matter of fact about it. He was like, some people like it.
Like
I'm
someone.
like, how do you get there though?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I've met too many people be comfortable and be like, hey, CW, can you pee on me?
No.
And I'd be like, I don't know. I don't think so.
I've never done it, to be
I
honest.
could try.
No,
But that's gonna kind of end things because, like, I don't know how much water I've had today. It might be strong.
You see, Nolina, like I always go back to the time that I actually had to record somebody. I recorded someone doing it, and it's like in the way they ask, they literally just ask the person, "Hey, do you want to pee in my mouth?" And it was just like, okay. And the thing is, like they use the
So is
reason
that how it usually goes? Does somebody ask first, like, "Can you pee in my mouth?" Because I feel like it'd be a little awkward being like, "Hey, can I pee in your?" What the fuck?
Oh no! If they're into it, they ask. They just ask.
Yeah, they just ask.
Oh, they just ask me like, "Can I pee in your mouth?" And then you're like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm good.
They use my
Where
door.
do we go from here?
Like because we were at a public place, and so they had used my car door, as a block to block the camera of the public place. And like I'm like, okay, I'm sitting there recording with my phone, and I'm looking like I got the camera on them, but I'm looking at my feet the entire time. Because something's gonna miss.
Ooh, explain feet.
So I'm like looking at my feet. I'm looking at my feet like, please, Pete, don't roll on my foot.
Oh man. But wait, okay. One thing about that is like y'all just somewhere. What's the cleanup procedure?
What do you mean?
I mean,
we were outside.
Somebody just pee in your mouth. Do you shower? Do you just brush your teeth and wash your face?
Wipe your face with a napkin.
Change clothes.
Wipe your face with a napkin.
What did they do?
That's all they did was napkin.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess now we know.
I mean, I don't know what else everybody else did, but I said this was at a public place when I did this. So it was just like we had just finished doing what we were doing at this place. I don't want to say the location. We had just finished doing what we were doing. We were there for like 4 hours. Then and it was just like everybody just hanging out together. And then we just leave. While we're leaving, she asked this other performer that, and he said, "Sure." He said, "I've been drinking a lot of water today." And
wow.
Then they went up.
Content popping.
Then they went.
True.
You got peed on.
Wow.
And it was just like, oh. And I've been next to where you used to live at, and someone asked the same question to two performers.
Wow.
And he was going back, like they went on the street you lived on, going back and forth. Yeah.
Wow.
Outside.
Oh, around the corner from the
Yeah.
Okay. I could see that.
It dawned on him where I was talking.
It sounds.
It's dawned on him where I was talking about.
Like you just wiped her mouth, like, "Hey, girl," and be like, what's going on? What you been eating? Like, you been eating honey grams or something?
And I think at the place next to where you used to live at, they came in and got a drink. So I think they wiped their mouth with something.
Got a drink.
And then they got a drink. So they basically resonated it with alcohol afterwards.
Ew. Yeah. Well, hey, we're like, ooh, it's already somebody already peed in their mouth, and we're like, you mixed it with alcohol. Ooh.
And the person who did it is the person you're thinking of. So we just have a friend who's notorious for pissing on people.
Oh,
that's part of his thing. Why are we hiding his name?
Tell us.
Scotty P.
Scotty P.
I haven't met him yet.
No, he's
a real cool dude.
He is a really fantastic, great human being, and like
you never know, he might be the first person to pee on you.
Oh,
like it happens.
He does. He doesn't.
They'd be like, you know what? I heard you like pee. You want to pee on me?
He doesn't do it
Like,
to everybody.
yeah, I do.
He doesn't just say, you know what, I'm gonna pee on you. Like it's not what it's like. It's
Like,
people ask him to do it because people are into it.
yeah.
So I'm not.
At least it's just pee.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you be clicking on the wrong video and you're like, oh, this is some shit. Oh, I can't do no shit.
I've been asked for the other. Yeah, I've been asked for shitting in someone's mouth.
Oh, you on that McAfee? They on that McAfee.
10,000.
I mean, like I'm gonna say, I know, a friend of mine.
How about I give you 3 and eat a lot of corn?
I know a friend of mine. Oh wow! I just thought about something. I'm gonna come back to that. A friend of mine used to do fart videos, and that's all she was doing was passing gas.
Oh my god!
And
I wonder how many times she shit a little, like any shit bloopers. I don't really want to know.
I don't know.
How many times it's like she's like, haha, looking sexy. It was like,
I mean, she's a performer now.
I had Tommy's.
But before she did Boy Girl, she was only doing fart videos and girl when she first started. So she's actually been on our podcast before too, but we didn't bring that up at all. So
she's my hero.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Like CW's a fitness trainer. He used a trainer too. So yeah. So, yeah.
That's I guess what I do in my real life.
Yeah, his real life is he gets people in shape.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I need one of those.
Hey, I'm right in North Hollywood. I've got my own personal training studio.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. And he's trained a few performers too, so he's performer approved.
Damn it. I know I need to work out.
Say, well, we can discuss that after the podcast.
Yeah, we can discuss that after the podcast.
No, I just thought about a video, CW, when we were just recording videos on the fly outside of Sardo's, when old dude was talking about pooping on people.
I don't remember that.
Our most popular video, second most popular video.
Yeah, but I don't remember that part of the conversation.
Yeah. Like when he was talking about farting, and he said, "Well, how much do I get paid for pooping on you?"
I don't.
You might have.
I guess if I got it, maybe I'd be into it, but I guess I don't. So I'm not. I don't get it.
I don't get a lot of stuff, but I
sometimes some things I try not to be judgmental. I don't judge, but I do wonder what happened.
like how did this happen?
What happened?
Did you just wake up one day and pee on your hand and be like, oh?
I discovered myself. I remember, for me, I was like, man, I don't have any kind of things I'm into. And then I was like, I thought about it recently in this last year, and I was like, oh shit, I like feet. And then I was like, oh no, I'm a feet dude, I think a little bit. And then I was like, why? Why am I a feet dude? Why do I like nice feet? And then I was like, shit, my mom had really bad feet. And I used to have to carry her, like, she would work on her feet with like a pumice stone and like a razor blade. And I have to take the gray, like dead skin water and like pour it out. But like, it was all this stuff that she had to do for her feet. And when I saw nice feet, I was like, wow, feet can look nice. And didn't realize until, maybe 30 years later, freak weirdo, feet guy. I was like, oh man, why do I have all these pictures of my ex's feet?
Oh, wow.
That was weird.
It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a lot of guys in India like feet because they're like, it's a tradition to like worship feet there very much.
Oh, really?
Like the guru's feet. So it's like a common fetish.
Where we going next, Rockstar? India?
No, because I'm scared of feet.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he really
really?
hates feet. You just have
I
nubs
I have
or hooves.
I have a foot phobia. I am petrified of feet.
Really? Oh my god.
I'm I'm scared of three things on this earth, and feet are one of them.
What are the other two?
The dark and dying.
Oh, interesting.
Damn.
I obsess over the dark and dying, and
Well,
maybe feet.
I'm afraid of the dark because, like, when I was younger, and my brother had just passed. I I could have been tripping, whatever. But I was in this hall, whatever, and in the dark, I saw my brother like a figure of a ghost like walking toward me, and I was 13 at the time. That freaked the mess out of me, and ever since then, like I actually do need a light or something that can blare out the light, the darkness just a little bit. Otherwise, I'm paranoid.
Oh, I understand. I've
Like,
seen ghosts my whole life.
see, and like right,
Well,
right,
fuck. Oh,
like like I have my thing right to my right here. This thing next to my computer, it emits enough bright light that it brights up a little bit that I can turn my light off right here and go to bed just enough so I'm not paranoid.
Oh wow.
Otherwise, I grab my phone and it has a flashlight on it, and I just literally walk to my bed holding my flashlight. Like whenever I'm in a hotel room and I have to turn the light off, and it's on the wall and not beside whatever, I literally have to hit the switch, well, turn the light on my phone, hit the switch, and walk to the bed.
Mm.
oh.
I am, yeah, and then
I
die,
complete.
yeah.
I completely understand that because like when you see a ghost, it's like so real. It's so real. It freaks people out. Yeah.
And I was young. I was 13. So that freaked me out.
Yeah.
And ever since then, like I don't do the dark. And as far as my fear of feet started, I have no idea exactly, but I do know like I've said before on this podcast, like if I'm in the mood to go and someone rubs me there with their feet, it just kills it. I'm done. Like you just spoiled it. Nah.
Wow.
Like don't touch me with your foot. Don't send me a foot. Someone has sent me a foot pic to mess with me. I'm like, don't do that. That's just evil. That's just evil.
Oh
That's a
wow.
like I would and I joked with him. I said, you know what? I would rather like I don't. I'm straight, but I still don't want to see it. I don't want to see someone else's dick. But
Wow, you say you'd rather see somebody's dick than somebody's
I
feet?
would rather get a dick pic than get a foot pic.
Wow.
That's deep.
That's
That's a deep
wow.
fear.
Wow. So
don't send me a dick pic.
So okay.
I don't want to see that.
So let's say you're about to hook up with somebody. You're about to hook up with this hot Asian woman, because that's I know what you're into. And she pulled off her socks, and she had dicks for feet. You be okay?
Yes.
But would they even really be dicks, or would they be like super deformed feet that just look like dicks?
The thing is this, like,
Because I mean, unless she's using them as dicks, are they dicks?
If I don't have to constantly look at her feet, or her foot is not touching me, rubbing on me in certain ways, I'm okay. Like if a foot is in a stocking or a sock, it doesn't bother me. It is the raw, actual.
Oh, you can't deal with toes?
Toe. It's the toe thing is the worst. It's like, no.
You know when somebody spread their toes like this and they got pretty feet?
No.
I can't.
Cut those things off with a machete. No.
Whoa.
So what about your own feet?
I don't, look, honestly, look, I'm going to tell you this.
Shit.
Like,
You got some hot habits.
like, I'm going to tell you this. Sometimes, Nolina, sometimes if you come in my, if you go in my bathroom and I let, like, on a towel rack where the towels are drying, whatever, you would see two different towels. You would see a towel I have specifically for feet because I don't like to rub my body with a towel that has touched my foot.
I wouldn't either. His feet.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
That part in Die Hard when they break all the glass and he's got to walk and he's like his feet are bleeding. Ross Stark can just walk across no problem. Yeah, his feet straight from the Shire. Fuck.
No, but
he does get pedicures and stuff sometimes, don't you?
Oh, that's good.
I've done it before, and like
tries to take care
it's only because I know I don't take care of them, but like that entire time when someone's on my foot is the most cringing thing ever. Like when they're on my hands, I am magnificent because I like my hands being massaged and stuff like that. But when you touch my foot, it's kind of like rubbing sandpaper on the side of my face.
Wow.
Yeah. I just can't. It's like I want to say that I noticed it more in my 20s than anything else, and yeah.
Well, what I'm learning about in porn is like your feet really matter, and I'm like, oh shit, I actually have to take care of my feet.
Oh yeah, because like
how do these girls do this? Their feet I'll be like, damn, the skin's so smooth, mine look beat up now. I'll lift it up.
I mean, because like so many people are into feet, like so many people are into feet, and some are into feet and they don't know they're into feet. You know, just like TW said, like he didn't realize it until much later. Like people, heck, if you've seen the movie Boomerang, like he wanted to know about her foot at one point in the thing,
Make sure you don't have hammer toe.
Yeah, so people who are into feet, they don't realize it. So there's that.
Wow, we've been on a tirade about feet. So you're new to the industry.
Yeah. Back to topic.
What kind of scenes are you looking forward to doing?
I literally did a foot fetish when it just came out.
Wow.
Full circle.
I have to check that out.
So great. Yeah, please watch it.
Okay.
You'll like
it. I'm probably sure I will.
So since you're new, and that means you haven't shot with a lot of people yet, who are your top 5?
Wait, what? What does that mean?
Your top 5 people.
What?
You're talking about people who you are looking forward to or you want to shoot with during your time in.
Don't know.
That question. I don't know many porn stars.
She's like, I got it in this. I watch it, but I wasn't watching all their names. I was like, I know them. I like
what is your name?
I don't know the name, but hey, good time.
Yeah, I don't know their names. I watched their porn, I'm sure, before.
So now you
I would say I fell into that category with certain people because like after I've been around for a while, like I don't watch a lot of my friends. So I watch people who I've never heard of, and sometimes I don't read their names. And like, yeah, so I've had somebody, we've had someone on the podcast who I never like read their name until they hit me up asking to come on, and then like I actually looked their pictures up. I'm like, oh,
I've been watching you for years.
I've seen you in a lot of stuff. I'm not going to tell you that on here, but I've seen you in a lot of stuff. Is
So,
that,
I mean, I could kind of answer.
what?
I think. All right, all right. When Xander Corvus followed me on
I was
Twitter, and
playing games with him yesterday.
I was like, yeah, I messaged him like, I watched your porn when I was 14.
That's cool. Awkward also, but cool.
Yeah, but I've already had sex with him, so he's not really on the list anymore.
Oh,
And Ramon, I watched his porn,
okay.
and so I'm gonna have sex with him sometime.
Okay.
Also weird because of content, like you can just set it up.
Yeah, because like I mean, I haven't seen Xander in so long, but I literally played video games with him last night. We were playing Among Us last night. So good person, good human.
Yeah, he's a cool
You
guy.
know, that's with the content. That's what I wonder about. You know, it's like concentrate, can't just set it up. How does one deal with rejection?
I always say
Does
yes
someone
to
just,
them, but I'm
or
busy.
do people just not answer you? Like, hey, you want to trade content? And they're just like,
No.
block,
I get so
ignore.
many messages,
I
and I'm
didn't
like, I'm
see
so
your messages.
busy.
I mean, like I can tell you right now, some people who just jump on a chance to do content, and it's just because they want more content. So yeah, times are rough.
Oh, I will tell you my biggest surprise. I did content with Troy Francisco, and I had no idea who he was, but it was the best sex maybe ever. It was amazing.
I
have no idea who that is.
I've
But Troy
gone.
Francisco, you got the best sex out there.
I've been bowling with Troy before.
Oh, you know everyone.
Yeah,
I've been in the industry since '08.
Oh wow.
Look at my face now. I've been in the industry since '08.
No, I mean but the thing is, like, since I'm not a performer and I don't,
Nobody knows who you.
no one knows who I am. I get to sit in the back, and people know me. Well, people in the world don't know me. They might have seen me in like randomly in a few pictures in the background. Like there's a picture that someone sent out, and like I think it got like 100 and something retweets, and it's someone covered in cum, and you just see me like walking in the background.
What?
What? You should tweet this. I want to see it.
You're like, where is Rostar? He's showing up everywhere.
It wasn't my cum. It was someone else's. The thing is,
like, I'm back here.
Because she was going into the restroom, and I had to pee too. So I had when she was taking a picture, I was getting in line behind her. So I just happened to be walking by, and then all of a sudden you see a picture of me just, and it's kind of like, oh, that person right there just came in your face, and I did not come in her face. It just looks like I did because of that.
Wow.
CW trained her. Wow. CW trained this person too.
Probably. I mean, it's interesting. It's like it's the same in the kind of weird. Okay, so I kind of hang out in the kind of underground dance scene sometimes, and it's kind of weird because you meet people at these parties, and I don't know if people are just as fucked up or they just got like a lot of things going on, like because I meet so many people like 8 times.
Oh my god!
Like in the porn industry, you'll be like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I'm like, "Hey, I'm blah blah blah," and I'll be like, "Yeah, hey, yeah." The last 3 times we were here, yeah. Remember? We shared a couple bumps. You don't forget. Oh, okay. It's cool.
I honestly had no idea about the porn industry. Like, I don't understand what's going on. It's way bigger than I thought.
I mean, there's a lot of background stuff that
There's all kinds of places. It's like a place for, I feel like, yeah, there can be like kind of some extreme stuff and extreme party life and all this stuff, but it runs the gamut from like hey, I have a family and this is like a job, to like, yeah, I'm doing porn. I'm also partying all the time and life is crazy. I'm so lonely.
And they throw me in there and I'm none of this.
And you're like, I do plant medicine and I decided to try this out.
I'm like such a weirdo.
No, I mean like everybody has their thing until you like, and you don't, and like people who follow these people, they don't know until like they hear them say it or it comes up in conversation, and then you just learn something. You learn so much about people, and it's just so fascinating of what certain people like do outside of of porn, whatever.
That is very true.
And that's why I love what we do, because sometimes we don't really focus on just their sex life.
Porn,
Yeah.
Focus on everything else. And like so many people have so many stories about what they do when they're not getting it in on camera.
Right. Right. That's how I feel. I feel like my life is so much more expansive already, and then I'm coming into porn. So it's like porn is
You're like,
not my definition of me, you know?
No, because
yeah,
like I mean, like
that's
before,
exactly what
before,
you said.
before 2 months ago, you weren't
I
you
am not
weren't
my
known
porn.
as Nolina Nix. So everything you did before, and what you're doing now is not going to define what you're going to do in your future.
Right. But I love mixing the two. Like I love being a
No, no, no,
weirdo
no.
at the same time.
What I mean is like you're more than just somebody who touches penis for a living. That's what I meant.
Totally.
And most people, and that's why I love just interacting with you, because it shows you their other side.
I have to be honest, Rostar, sometimes. This may sound messed up. It's going to sound messed up.
Say it.
Like, I like to have conversations with people and learn more about them. But then sometimes you're like, I'm learning more about you. But at the same time, I think I used to like to whack off to you. Now that I know more about you, I can't whack off to you anymore. And for that, I'm sad. But I guess I'm happy to know you.
Do you ever have the opposite where you get to know them more and you want to whack off to
That's
them
me right
more?
there.
Sometimes.
You see the picture? That's me, like right there, right behind her.
Who? Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'd be like, maybe if it's somebody, I'd be like, I'd talk to you like anyway.
Yeah.
That's why I said earlier that it's like so many people who I've met in the years I've been doing this, like been around the industry, that I just cannot watch. And I want to say the person who I used to watch the most, me and her started playing video games together randomly, and yeah, after that it was kind of like I watched them less and less and less and less, to the point that I don't watch them anymore now. And they still are probably the most clocked hours. Yeah, they're probably still the most clocked hours I've watched in my lifetime of watching.
Yeah, you watch a lot of their porn.
Well, they do. They did only girl, so that helped out with that. And yeah, and it was like a person who I thought I would never meet or hang out with or socialize with, and then randomly
She became real.
it became like, oh, we're playing,
Like,
we're
it's
playing,
real.
we're playing video games together. You made me your mod on Twitch, so yeah, we've had conversations, and it's kind of like, okay, now you're blah
Yeah,
blah.
no longer can go. Oh,
You're not you're not a vessel on TV. You're you.
I know you now.
But don't get me, there's some people I know that I can still do that too. But it's kind of like it's not as frequent. So that basically has took my porn watching from up here to like way down here.
Yeah, it's getting pretty low, man. Like,
I think it's,
know you though.
I know more people than CW too. So like, but you know, and like since you're in the industry, it won't affect you as much. It'll just be like, oh, you're having sex with a friend. But like for me, it's like as someone who's not penetrating anybody.
See, that's what I heard. What everybody says is that they even though they're like, yeah, we're working together, we're shooting content, yeah, sex is fun. They can't watch each other's porn. That's what I heard.
What?
They start to get to a point where they're like, that's my friend. I can't watch. Ugh.
Oh, I get that.
Ugh. I can work with them, but I can't watch like.
Because like I will say this, like back when I
let me look at somebody new, like Nolina Nix.
Yes, watch me.
I want to say this, like I know, like back when I used my house as a boarding house for porn stars, we had a what'd you say?
I don't know if they appreciate that, even though it was kind of boring.
It kind of was. And like we had a performer that stayed there that I know CW was watching a video with before, and randomly he was in there and he just couldn't watch it.
Like they just turned and showed his dumb face, and I was like, fuck. I can't watch this anymore. Come on, man.
It's weird for me because I could just like now I'm just thinking, oh, I'm gonna have sex with him. Like I should just wait, not watch the porn, just have sex.
Yeah,
with him.
and now everybody out there who's listening, who's a performer, I want y'all to go out there and check out this wonderful, fun human being, because I'm sure, like I'm be honest with you, Nolina, I've seen your pictures and I've seen your promos. She has a fantastic figure that I know that you can put her in many different things that can work for your. I try to say that in the most nicest way.
You can be very vulgar. I don't care.
No. That's the thing. Like I'm the one that's not as bad as CW.
Hey fellas, she's got a fantastic figure, a banging body.
No. Like it's known that I don't swear, so it's a thing. I've been using different words to describe people.
She's hot. She's built for filth.
He's so good. That's really sweet. I appreciate that about you.
Sorry. No, but yeah, because like I can tell you right now that since you're still newer, like you have a fantastic future ahead of you, as long as you can maintain the politics that you will run into one day.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I mean I'm serious.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like she gave me look like, yeah, he's giving me a pile of crap. No,
like, yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have a real good career. Yeah, you're gonna go real far.
I am not a pimp. I am not a pimp.
Okay, Flippy Rasta.
I hope now that you met me, you still watch. Well, you watch my porn. I guess it hasn't come out yet.
Well, I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of I want to say this. It's more so people. There's more people who I've met in person. Like if I met you in person and we've hung, like honestly,
if it's still on the screen, it's all green.
Yeah, I mean, like there's like yeah, basically.
Oh,
it's like I want to say this. There's performers who I've hung like. Just a few weeks ago, I went to eat with a performer. Like we were hanging out over here, and California somewhere, and like I probably can't watch them ever again because I've hung out with them so many times, and I've been to her house, she hasn't been to mine, but like I've hung out like without not in a sexual atmosphere, but just just kicking it, and it's kind of like I support what you do, but I'm not going to be the one doing the do,
Right.
Yeah, I don't think I watch her videos either anymore.
Yeah, and it's like, even though I will like, you ask me to do something, hey, bro, can you edit this for me? No problem, I'll do it for you, whatever. It won't be the one. I won't be the one that goes out of my way to watch that, and it's mainly because I've humanized you so much,
But I want you to want to fuck the human in me too.
Well, no. When I say is that it's like, for example,
don't be a person too much, or you lose business.
I'm gonna use this. Okay, so this is you before.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love peanut butter.
Be careful. I don't know where this is going.
Leave me alone. So like before,
so you peanut butter, Peter Pan, peanut butter.
Before I meet you, like you're tasty, you're like delicious, whatever. And
wow.
I want more.
Don't pull out something that's like trash.
But then,
oh no.
But then you like become this.
What are you gonna pick up?
Wait, what is it?
You're still sweet. You're still
wonderful.
Nerds. You're still a wonderful human being. However, I know you too well. You're too familiar. I know your real name. I've been to your house.
But you still got the box.
And you see, there's still stuff in it.
Oh, okay.
And it's been sitting here for a while too. It's kind of like
it's so you say like, sometimes, occasionally, you might go back in and look a couple times.
But it's not.
For the most part.
Yeah,
this is gonna be a long time. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and this is my. This is April 1st. Hey, April Fool's Day. So this is like my third jar of peanut butter in the last 2 weeks. So
wow.
3 weeks.
Peanut butter.
I love peanut butter. All you need is Ritz and peanut butter, and you're good.
Really?
I love.
I hope I stay peanut butter for you.
Huh?
I hope I can just stay in the peanut butter category.
Right now you're peanut butter. No, and the thing is like I still will support you.
But if I can find a peanut butter, you're gonna fucking forget you.
I still will support you in every way that I can as a friend, as a associate. But it's kind of like, after like hanging out with so many people and knowing them like in a way that I physically can't watch them.
What about this, Rostar? What if a person you could no longer watch wanted to have sex with you?
Oh, God, they can get done, but like that's a different story.
He said, "Now, I ain't putting you out to bed. I'm just not watching you go into bed with anybody else."
That was a good question.
I'm a human. I am a human being first. Come on now. No, it's just like but don't get me wrong, as I said, like it's people who I've known for years that I can still occasionally like, oh, that's nice. Whatever. But it really depends on how well I know you though too.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. It's a level. Like
I'm probably going to be the opposite way. I'm probably going to want to fuck them more, watch their porn more. Maybe.
Well, you're a performer.
Well, then that works.
Right,
that works too.
I'm a performer.
Yeah, and maybe you won't get like, oh, Ross always brings up the politics. People, I mean, for what's supposed to be such a fun and like open-minded industry.
Wait, what's the politics?
Bumps in the roads.
It's stuff
I just want to have sex a lot.
I mean,
yeah. You think that's the attitude, and then people are like, yeah. I got to think about my brand.
How many have you shot so far in your time?
I think 7.
Oh, well, yeah. You still have.
All right, you're chugging along.
You still haven't shot that 20-year strike, man, 20 scene
20
strike
what?
yet.
What's that mean?
Well,
20
yeah.
scenes.
What?
Many people like want depending whatever like in that first 3 months is that it's around how many they get to shoot. It's about 20,
I mean,
25
oh,
scenes.
but Rostar, I know that happens, but I feel like we also see a lot of when people don't titrate themselves and like expand, like kind of, nah, maybe I'll wait till I do this. It'd be like, oh, you're such a supernova. And
Ooh, I like that.
but then that's whew, you're gone. You're gone. They're like, well, shit, you did everything in the first 6 months. What we got left for you?
Yeah.
Nothing. And
I
you're
mean,
like, damn, they don't want me anymore. And it's like, well, you can work really hard, but you got to do just like extreme stuff now. You can't go backwards. It's just like, well, shit, you should have waited. You should have lengthened this over like 5 to 6 years, not 5 to 6 months.
yeah, but like the thing is, like I see that a lot of newer girls get more booking usually, but then
That's true.
also, but then also, I feel that once you get that fan base going and who also supports you as far as people who've been around for a while, like if they got your back, you're golden.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I've noticed a lot of fan interaction really helps, even if you don't have like a lot of content. They're like, oh, she's talking to me. We can't wait. We can't wait. I don't
And
see
like
anything from her in a very long time. But then like, yeah,
like
I didn't see her do everything and everybody.
and like Nolina,
Done.
when
Go on to the next girl.
when
She looks
these
like her, but
when these conferences
got
open
a
up
mole.
again, that is when you actually can. The thing is, like, okay, so AVN didn't happen this year. Yeah, wait till January, and hopefully by then everything should be opened up by January, God willing. And these other award shows that's coming up, like that's your bread and butter just to interact and meet everybody, because like we can talk over Zoom and every other like thingy like during a time, and it's just like I don't know you yet, you know.
Right. Right.
But anyway,
Thank you.
so what's it? No, because no, I'm gonna say like my only interaction with you before I messaged you on the Twitter was the fact that someone that spoke so hot, like someone who I consider a very good choice of character, spoke so highly of you, and it made me say, "Oh, I need to seek this person out because they spoke so highly of you." And
Right.
it wasn't like we weren't even talking about who I should have on. They just hit me up and was like,
Ross Darby is saying good things to be like this person.
"No, this."
Why don't you just give him the credit? Be like, you know what, this person.
Matt Slayer. He does a show called Matt Slayer. He does a show called And Now We Drink, and
Yeah.
Okay.
and like we always play. I play video games with a lot of performers. We play.
Don't be embarrassed.
We play video games
we,
together, and like he used to we used to do these other shows together off and on, and we were having a conversation like after we finished playing some Among Us, and he was like, "Hey, Raw, you should message this girl named Nolina Nix like right now and get her on right away," and then he just sung your praises for the next like 10-15 minutes.
Oh my God.
And
He's so sweet.
and I was like, okay, you absolutely sold me. She sounds like a magnificent human. And I was ecstatic to message you to get you on because of how much he
Wow.
sold you. So I'm saying you have people who are really truly in your corner that you probably don't know who are speaking your praises behind your back, but speaking your praises like this is someone who y'all should, interact with,
Oh my God. Thank you so much for saying that. That means a lot. And
So,
thank you, Matt Slayer.
so, so yeah, and yeah, I was, and I think I told you that like in the message I messaged you. I'm like, so Matt Slayer told me I should hit you up and get you on and like interact with you and like just get you out there because you deserve it. I'm like, okay, yeah.
You know, it's also pretty wild. Like, I'll go to set now and they'll be like, yeah, we heard you're really cool. And I'm like, who told you that? Like, who was saying I'm cool? Don't do that.
Don't do that. What if I'm having a bad day? Yeah, they say she was real cool, but she wasn't cool today.
See, so okay, like people are really speaking highly of you that can be in certain people's ears. I'll say that.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Hey, yeah.
I mean, I'm a little crazy. I do ayahuasca all the time, but I try to be human.
I wish I was on the other side.
Yeah. So good to be here.
Yeah, that's why I say like we got a lot of people in your corner. So like I see great things coming your way in the future as long as more people see the light that you give people who I've already witnessed like your personality. So
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah,
yeah.
I think I like camming too. So maybe the camming is very intimate. Also.
So where all do you cam at? Do you just do that on OnlyFans or all the other ones or which ones?
I just did my first real like cam show yesterday for Cam 4.
Okay.
It was great. It went really well. And I think I'll probably hopefully do it again on there.
Yeah, I seen that post and I said, "Oh, this is at 2:00," but then I didn't realize it said it was because it said tomorrow at 2:00, and I'm like, "Oh, that means I got to make sure I give her a cutoff time to make sure that she can." And I realized you said, "Oh no, this is today." I'm like, "Okay."
Oh yeah, you're good.
I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, even though I'm not gonna go that long, it's still I gotta be respectful of her time.
It's crazy. The podcast thing is going so well. I'm gonna after this, I get off to another phone call to be on another podcast. It's
Okay.
the podcast thing is rolling. I love it.
So yeah, and this is a good interaction depending on how many viewers or whatever someone gets, whatever. And like we usually get put on like the AVN site or XBiz site, et cetera, when we post our podcast sometimes. So it's always, random eyes see your name or see your face. And, they might not say they came from us, but they definitely see your face more and more. And that's always a fantastic marketing tool. So
Oh right, I really appreciate that, and I like it. I don't really think about the money so much. I'm just kind of having the experience. Like I don't think about creating something, or does that make sense?
I understand what you mean.
Like, hey, I'm checking it out.
Yeah, like I'm doing porn. I'm having a lot of sex, and I like to meet cool people. So like I hope it goes well, but we'll see.
I mean, I would say like right now, like we're still, put like this. If you're shooting right now and stuff is still technically slow because of the virus, whatever, but it's picking up, whatever. So just imagine how much it might pick up 2 times when everything is back to normal. Everybody's been vaccinated and stuff like that. So
Right.
But I do want to say thank you for coming on. Please tell us where can we find you? What can we look forward to? Your social medias, like where can we get next?
I love that. Twitter, Instagram at Nolina Nix. OnlyFans me at Nolina Nix with 3 X's.
That's NOLINANYX, y'all. If y'all can't spell or you're not looking at the flyer. Y'all don't know
Thank
her
you.
name yet. Nolina
Thank you so much.
No. I want everybody to go out there and purchase your content. And
Purchase.
and tell
Check it out at
agents.
least for a couple months, man.
Yeah, tell agencies to say, hey, y'all should book this new girl named Nolina Nix. She's just so scrumptious. Y'all should get her on. Yes,
Yeah. Rockstar was like, yeah, she got a nice. Yeah, that's what I said.
Anyway, CW, where can they find you, bro?
Yeah, you can find me at CC Fitness LA on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, I think is on there. It's on TikTok now. It's CC Fitness on Facebook and ccfitnessla.com. Guess find me in the streets, in the underground. If you go to, I don't
know. Real quick, if you want to find us, we are the Burbank Misfits on Instagram, Burbank Misfits on Twitter and on Facebook, burbankmisfits.com. That says everything that we do as far as fitness, photography, graphics, website. We do it all because we have fun, we're nerds, and we like to get you in shape because CW has the muscles, and I just have the computer. So if you want to find me, I am Rawstar, RAWSTARR, on Instagram and on Twitter. Thanks again, Nolina. You are a joy, a pleasure, and you really brought great vibes to the podcast today. And I hope that everything you do in the future is as magnificent as your personality.
Oh, thank you guys so much. You're both so amazing and hilarious.
So everybody, please tune in next week, and we'll talk to you then.